What up, players? It's Warboss Tay back up in this mug. Thank you so much for joining me for my video on Warhammer Quest Cursed City today. I want to start the video off by thanking everybody who joined me for one of my streams yesterday. We built up every single one of the heroes in Warhammer Quest Cursed City. I decided to do dedicated videos for each of the 8 characters because I didn't want to cram them all into one huge mega stream. There might be people who are intimidated assembling or painting their models. I don't want them to be. It's really all about taking that first step, and I'm showing you just how easy it is to assemble, and I'll show you how easy it is to paint these figures too. All you have to do is take the first step, grab those clippers, start snipping the bits off the sprue, clean them up, and you can see how I put them together, how easy it is. And let's just all get on the road to painting these models and putting them on the table. The more models we get painted, the more people see our painted games, especially Warhammer Quest Cursed City, which is what this video is all about. There might be more interest in it. There might be enough of an outcry that we get more of these games printed, which is what I sincerely hope. So I'm going to be showing you, this is Hobby Night, and she made a video that popped up in my recommended feed that I was just like floored. I saw it and I was like, what do you mean Games Workshop is not doing any more runs of Cursed City, that they ran out? So I watched her video, and she mentions how Warhammer community was really pumping up the hype up until release day for this game. Games Workshop's YouTube channel was full of painting tutorials up until release day, and there hasn't been any word on both of those outlets since about how there's only so many copies, about how they're having difficulties making new copies, so if you didn't get to order yours, you might not get a hold of one. And I thought that's just crazy. That is insane. Even in limited edition games like the Space Hulk or a Dreadfleet, I was able to still pick up those games for weeks or months after in my hobby store. So I did some research online, and I found all these other videos of YouTubers talking about how, no, this was it. This was a one and done. Games Workshop seems to be not interested in printing any more games after their initial run. The physical copies, if you haven't secured yours yet, you might not ever get a chance to. That is really upsetting. This is Ministry of Warhammer. He describes it better than I ever could. And he talks about how Games Workshop produces so many of their products, I guess just about all of their products, right, in China. And when Brexit happened, the UK companies got hit with these huge import tariffs, like 70% on top of what they're already paying. And the cost is just not tenable. So many companies are trying now to produce more in the UK, which is what they want, trying to limit their imports from other countries. And Games Workshop is just too busy making money off of their flagship games that it looks like this little game might be buried before it even had a chance to show how good it could be. That's really upsetting to me, you guys. If you have found your copy of Warhammer Quest Cursed City and you bought it, then this really doesn't affect you. But for the people who might be on the fence, might be waiting and thinking like, oh, I'll let the hype kind of die down and I'll do my research on how the game plays, and once everybody kind of has their reactions, then I'll go out and I'll get my copy. You might not even get a chance to, or you might have to resort, heaven forbid, to going on eBay and paying like $600 for a box, because scalpers, man, this is just it's really discouraging. And I had no idea that this was a problem because I'm not really on Twitter, and I haven't seen these videos in my YouTube feed. It's just really upsetting. These models are so great, and this seems to be the right direction that Warhammer Quest should have gone in from the beginning when they tried to bring the brand back. I think Silver Tower was a dud. I think Blackstone Fortress was good, but it was its own self-contained thing. And the thing I love about this game is you have war scrolls for all of these figures that you can port them over to your Age of Sigmar games. I don't know if you could do that with the Blackstone Fortress miniatures. It seemed like they were only for Blackstone Fortress. Correct me if I'm wrong about that one, but the versatility of having models that you can now port over into the big game, Age of Sigmar, seems to be what Games Workshop was going for. The synergy that a collector, a hobbyist, could buy this game secure in the fact that these models aren't just going to collect dust like his Dreadfleet models. Even the Space Hulk stuff, you could use those Terminators if you have a Blood Angels army, or you could use the Gene Stealers if you have a Tyranid army. But this idea that you can't even get the game, especially not if you are hoping for your hobby store, your friendly neighborhood brick and mortar hobby store that's not a Games Workshop store, chances are they're gone, they're sold out. And I think it's really sad that Games Workshop, the company, didn't give any of us this warning up until the release date. Hey, letting you know, because of, they could have just said the way the world is, because of the current state of the world and the economy and whatever current events are big in the news now. We're having a harder time bringing in these products, and the demand is going to be very high. If you're thinking of getting it, please, please, please pre-order your copy. Make sure you have a copy that is going to come to you. And even some of those people, if you're working in a brick and mortar hobby store, have said that they pre-ordered their copies, and Games Workshop has flat out told them, oh, sorry, I don't think you're going to get to you. You are probably going to have to find it some other way. It's really sad business practices. I hope I'm wrong. I hope things change for the better. But I loved Hero Quest so much. I fell in love with miniatures because of Hero Quest. Rolling dice, moving little miniatures around a dungeon board. And I hope this is not the end for Warhammer Quest. Let me know what you think. If you have news that I don't know, please share it with me down